If you would like to remove columns in Power Query, there are several ways to do this. From removing one column, to groups of columns, to keeping just the columns you require. In this video, I'll show you the main methods, and at the end, I'll share a performance tip that may make your queries run faster. I'm in Power Query in Power BI. I have this data set which has 100 columns, but not all are required. Method 1. Remove a single column. If I would like to remove one column, I can click on the column to select it. Here I've selected the column type of assessment. Then I can either right click and select remove, or in the Home tab I can go to remove columns and select remove columns. Method 2. Remove multiple columns using remove columns. If I would like to remove more than one column at the same time, then I have several options. If I would like to remove a group of columns which are next to each other, I can select the first column. Here I've selected the OSG column. Then hold down my Shift key and click on the last column I'd like to remove. In this case, date of certificate. Then, as before, I can right click and select remove columns. If the columns are not next to each other, then select one column, hold down the Control key and select the other columns you'd like to remove. Here I'll remove the OSG column and the type of assessment column. Method 3. Keep only the columns you need. And this method is more applicable if you have a small number of columns in a dataset. Sometimes, instead of removing columns, it's easier to do the opposite and just keep the columns you require. For example, if I only need the first, third and fifth column to be kept in the dataset, I can select them again by holding down the Control key, then right click and choose Remove Other Columns, because these are the columns I would like to keep and I want to remove everything else. And this works well if you only have a few columns you would like to keep. Method 4. Choose columns, the efficient approach, if you have a large number of columns in your dataset. If you have a dataset with lots of columns like this one, which has 100, and you only need 10, manually selecting them would be tedious. Again, we can flip our thinking, and instead of telling Power Query what to remove, a better approach is to tell it what to keep. And to do that, I use the Choose Columns feature in the Home tab. Using Choose Columns gives a clear list of all the columns. I can deselect all columns, and then I select the columns I would like to keep. And I can scroll through the list to easily find them, or I can use the search bar to find them. I remove the item from the search, then click OK. Now that I've made my selection, only the columns I require are kept. This method is much faster and cleaner for larger datasets. Performance tip. Every action you take creates an applied step in Power Query. it is preferable to remove a group of columns in one applied step, and to do this at the earliest step possible. If you remove columns individually, this creates an additional applied step, and on larger datasets, following one applied step instead of many can make a big performance improvement, leading to faster refreshes and load times for your report. So to recap, in this video I've shown how to remove columns using the remove columns functions, but also highlighted why selecting which columns to keep through choose columns might be the better option. If you found these Power Query tips helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more Power Query hints and tips. Thanks for watching.